Hello, I'm Isaac Barnes-May, an assistant professor of American Studies at the University of Virginia. Today I'm talking about a paper I co-authored with Spencer Wells, a lecturer at Southern Utah University, which is entitled Anti-Nephi-Lehies in the Land of Zion, Latter-day Saints, and the Construction of Race in Fallout New Vegas, Honest Hearts. Honest Hearts is a piece of downloadable content released in 2011 by the publisher Bethesda Software and developed by Obsidian Entertainment for the role-playing video game Fallout New Vegas. Set in Zion National Park in Utah, hundreds of years after a nuclear war between China and the United States, Honest Hearts sees players defending friendly American tribes that live in the post-apocalyptic park from an onslaught by a third genocidal group called the Whitelegs. Players were given a choice between two obvious paths: helping a pacifistic missionary from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to assist two tribes in fleeing Zion National Park and the Whitelegs, or aiding a more militant Latter-day Saint missionary in killing them. Released at the start of Mitt Romney's candidacy for the United States presidency, Honest Hearts appeared in a moment of growing cultural awareness and interest in Latter-day Saints, what some commentators have dubbed the Mormon moment. In our paper, we argue that Honest Hearts serves as a unique form of religious engagement, which has proved popular, particularly with non-Latter-day Saints audiences. The game provided a sympathetic portrayal of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and even suggested that in the aftermath of apocalyptic events, the curious mix of Mormon survivalism, community, and pietistic belief may be one of the few positive remaining forces for order. It was an interactive theological drama, which introduced some elements of player choice, and thus avoided making players feel that they were being evangelized to. Our paper focuses on two aspects of how Honest Hearts presents religion to the player. First, the game subtly modernizes Latter-day Saints' understandings of race. In the Book of Mormon and the teachings of Joseph Smith, Native Americans were descendants of several groups of ancient Hebrews who'd arrived in North America many generations ago. Native Americans in the present were particularly understood to be descendants of Lamanites, a largely evil group that rejected the teachings of Jesus, and who, according to some understandings of the Book of Mormon, were cursed as a result with dark skin. Latter-day Saints have seen converting Native Americans as of particular importance, and early Latter-day Saints even understood this to provide a kind of literal racial transformation. Honest Hearts tells a story about Latter-day Saints helping and converting Native Americans, but removes the racial implications of that story. The tribes in the game are explained to be not biologically related to Native American groups, but are rather other Americans who've adopted Native American-like customs in the aftermath of a nuclear war. Conversion and religious redemption are thus disconnected in the plot from the racial implications that have increasingly troubled contemporary Latter-day Saints. Honest Hearts' plot also parallels the Book of Mormon, particularly the Book of Alma, which tells about a group of Lamanites that opted to become pious pacifists. This group, called the Anti-Nephi-Lehies, show nonviolence in a positive light. Yet their children ultimately do take up arms, making the narrative's position in the Book of Mormon on war unclear. In Honest Hearts, the choice between the two Latter-day Saints missionaries invokes this question: should players kill those that oppose them, or should they help the post-apocalyptic versions of the Anti-Nephi-Lehies flee Zion National Park? Ultimately, we argue that this is a curious text, which is as much an intervention into contemporary Latter-day Saints theology as it is purely a piece of entertainment. It shows us that the written word and film are not the only mediums of conscious public theological reflection. Video games can be a medium for that too. And even when it comes to dealing with weighty topics like race and missions work, interactive electronic entertainment can be another place where we see constructive theological work being done. Thank you.